ass bitches over here, no contact. That bitch is
Told
a
you.
hoe.
Bitch,
She
you
for the
ain't got
street.
no.
She was never no wife material. She left Scout
Bitch,
crib and
you
came
tried to
back to
marry
Man,
me.
my.
shut the
You tried
fuck
to
up.
marry me. Not you tried to marry me. You just tried to
Man,
marry me, bitch. You was trying to
so
marry. I got all
you
the
slow.
messages. Do we
So
gotta
you
put
slow.
link?
You
Oh,
seriously
he
They
slow,
got.
Scout.
laughing in your
You
face,
seriously
boy. They
slow. You
laughing in
love
your
that
face.
goddamn
Brandon.
girl. You love
Nah,
that
that
girl.
shit
You
crazy as
seriously
hell.
slow. And your
But that
homies,
nigga
you
even
thought
come
your
over
partners were
here.
snaking you on the low. You's a lame. Weird
They
as fuck.
was.
And you still can't wake
And
the
your
fuck
Even
up and do
homeboy,
this shit.
yeah.
and your homeboy love me too. That's some crazy shit.
Now the girls and they
Oh,
feeling. Now the girls over there on the live and they feelings.
damn.
Soft
Right,
asses. Now they in they feelings.
right. Not they
And what
crying.
she
Not
said,
you
your
over here
home.
crying and mad at me. Scalp said
So
BB
little
sent a picture to him.
bullshit. She slept
A
with
picture to
him.
who?
Yeah, a picture ain't shit.
And a picture of
Shit.
what? To be honest, what Scalp got a picture of? Hmm.
Bon Rocket, get
We
your
already
ass
know.
out.
No, P was in my inbox. Let's get it
Okay,
correct.
let's get that correct.
Mm-mm.
All right,
Shit,
so
She
they
said,
be a little.
get
They
uh-uh.
out.
been a
Because
little.
if that's the
Uh-uh.
case, then why he ain't hit?
Yeah, why he
Man.
ain't get it? And that's why no, but
How the
Eb,
fuck
the
Scalp get
gag is
some before
the
people
gag
get
is
some?
Eb, the
And he's
gag is
supposed to be
they
the
didn't
nigga
want
that
him to know.
everybody wants.
Eb, the gag is they didn't want him to know. That's why I told Brandon. I said, Brandon, he don't know, and neither do Shad. Like neither one of them know. So that's what I said. They were. He couldn't have said that shit on live because he didn't want P to know, and he didn't want Shad to know
Well, girl,
because
he
he
was
already
playing
know
with
how
you, girl.
they already know how P is. And if he thought he got it before him, oh, you know, you already know.
Oh, that's what Scalp said.
They didn't want
Ooh.
him and Cuddy did not want P to know or Shad to
Even
know.
Cuddy
So when they,
knew.
yes, Cuddy knew.
Girl, wait,
Cuddy
what?
was
Girl,
threatening me.
so
Cuddy threatened me with
who?
saying something about it, and I said I don't
Who
give a fuck.
did?
I said I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, it ain't hurt me. I don't give a fuck about neither one of y'all
Hold
bitches. So
on,
why
wait,
would
wait.
it
Who
hurt
was
me?
threatening you with saying something about it?
Cuddy. He was
Cuddy,
like,
you
you
so
know, I
fucking
know, and
soft.
you don't want that.
Kitty.
Like I don't care if that shit come out, and I
So
have
wait, what
messages to
Cuddy
Scout where
thought?
I'm like,
Cuddy, okay, wait. So Cuddy was threatening you with that because he thought P was gonna go off on you or something, like you
no,
two
he.
bitch or
That's
something.
what I don't know what the fuck they thought. Like I
That's
don't
what
know
it
if they
sounded like
thought
to me.
I felt like they was like she a hoe, and then I thought I was gonna feel bad or something. I don't know if they thought that was gonna be the case, and I didn't want it out. Like I didn't give a fuck if it came out. Everybody on my side, like
Girl,
I said,
Cuddy
knew.
beat bitches up, so he can shut the fuck up while he kicking bitches all in the
I don't
back
give
and
a
shit.
fuck. I'll be a hoe, bitch.
Shit.
I'll be a hoe. That's why I did it, bitch. Okay? That's what happened.
All
So
right, so all right,
how
boom. So let's go back. All right, get this
okay, so
timeline right. All
anyway,
right.
so let's get the timeline. So P talked to him months ago in them conversations we had, it wasn't nothing. We stopped talking. Then boom, I get with Shad. This is like months later. I get with Shad. Shad wanna go meet up with Cuddy, Scalp, and P, or was P wasn't in town, but he wanted to meet up with Cuddy and Scalp when I was leaving Atlanta. And then he ended up making me cancel my flight. He's like, I'm gonna book you another flight, just because he wanted to meet up with Cuddy.
No, she don't.
So so they so we go meet up with Cuddy. We go to that bar. That's when they all are kikiing with each other. They on the phone talking to each other, telling about, oh, y'all got to get rid of Dale. They all planning to get rid of Dale in
Oh,
the car and all that shit. Yeah, they and this is when
wait, who was plotting to get rid of Dale?
P, Cuddy, and Scout and Shad. And this was when
Wait,
Shad
hold
wasn't
up.
cool with.
But
This is when
wasn't
they
they
just
all
began
friends
cool.
with Dale at the time?
Yeah, they was offering with Dell at the time. They were just like, cut him out, get him out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the back of the truck, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then Cuddy put me on the camera. He was like, you know
Ooh.
who that is? And he was like, yeah, that's King BEEZUS. How the fuck? And he looking confused, like, how she with y'all?
Yeah, because
So he
Keepers
didn't
was
know.
losing his feelings, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't know me and Shaw was together at that time. So when I'm sitting in Cuddy truck, that's when he find out me and Shaw together. So while the whole time
Mm.
we all go to this little bar, we all sitting around each other. They all keying, all three, Scout, Cuddy, and P, all keying on the
Mm-hmm.
phone. Scout, Cuddy was live and shit. So we all together and they kikiing, messing with Shad, fucking with me, like saying, "Oh, you should have been with his doing all this shit. You shouldn't fuck with him. That's supposed to be mine. That you should be with me." Like they were doing that shit then.
All of that, yeah.
So when they were saying, "Oh, we could have ran a train. We was gonna run a train on that bitch." That they were saying all that shit while we was in the restaurant with them together. So they were just all talking amongst each other, but didn't say nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? So then I
Okay.
leave. I leave. The following,
Mm-hmm.
so I come back like a week or two later because Mezzy birthday.
Well,
We go
I
to.
want to make sure that I want
Mhm,
to make sure this is right. So you
mhm,
and Shad are together in a relationship.
mhm.
Shad and Cuddy and I mean Shad, Skip, and Kitty supposed to be homies. They supposed to be friends. They supposed to be BFFs, right?
Not at
So
the
And
time.
Pete
Not at the
too,
behind,
time.
right?
So not at that time. Not at the time. When we met
okay,
up with them, they was not even cool at first. And I'm like, why is we going to meet people you don't fuck with? Like,
Right.
what is you trying to put me in? Like, you know what I'm saying? But they ended up he meet Cuddy up at his barbershop and they chopping it up or whatever. And they, he's sucking a dick at that time. So he like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we used to be cool and da 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 da. So they kind of squashed everything. I think P still had his reservations, so he was just like whatever. But at that time is
I'm
when
tripping on the fact that they
they
been
started being
trying to
cool.
get rid of Dale. That's what
Yeah,
I'm tripping on. How the fuck these niggas gonna try to get rid of Dale?
he let Shad tell him get rid of Dale. I think that's what,
He
and then
must
like
let
literally,
Shard tell him to get rid of Dale.
yeah, yeah. And then mind you, I go
Mm.
home that next day. I go home the next day. Then they all get into it. You know what I'm saying? They all get into it. I'm
Right.
like, what the fuck? So mind you,
All of a
okay,
sudden.
so they all get into it. Then that's when they cut Dell off.
No, Messy Steph. She know what the hell she's saying. She was there.
I was actually there.
Hell,
Yeah,
she know what she's
it was
saying. Cause
key.
can't
It
no
was they
nigga
was all. I
convince
was in the fucking
people
car.
to get
I
rid
was
of
in the
Dale that
car.
he barely fucking know.
Shy talking about some
So
get
that
rid
was
of him.
Keeper
Just get
saying
rid of
it.
him.
You
Cut that
right
off.
there.
Cut
It
that
was
off.
Keeper.
Yeah, but
Steph, I'm gonna cut you out
you
after
know.
this over with. Don't worry. Now
So
what happened?
so with that being said, I go home. I'm home for about a week, and then I come back. I fly back to Atlanta for Mezzy's birthday. Then we going out and stuff. Shaw get mad at Mezzy going off on her, and I go off on him because he, just going off on her for no reason. And we get into it. I leave, I get away from him, and we was going through that shit on live. So like me and him going back and forth talking shit. I took all the shit out of his car, all the shoes and shit out of his car, and I'm in my hotel. So I started getting sick. I'm like, yo, I'm getting sick and shit, bad. But then I had hit up Skalp and I was like, what's going on? And we was talking, whatever. He's like, you want to go out to dinner? So we went out to dinner. Boom, bam, bam. We come back. That happened.
Where
And
y'all went
and
out to
who
I was
paid
just
dinner?
in,
for it?
Where
he
y'all went
paid
out to
for it. I
dinner?
was like, shit, I ain't
Of
paying for
course
shit,
he
huh?
paid for it. He trying to show out. Where y'all went out to
Was
eat?
it a two?
It was
Was it
just a little bar.
who was it?
It was the same bar actually we went to when we met up with Cuddy. That same bar. I've
I
been
mean,
to this
was he
bar
was
like,
okay? Was
let
he
me
was
tell
he
y'all, I've
okay?
probably been to this bar like 10 times at
Hold
this
on.
point.
Okay, hold on. Was he ordering you house drinks or what kind of drinks
Yep,
was
the
he ordering?
spot. Yeah, big messy, the spot.
Your little house drinks,
uh,
little $2, $3
no,
specials.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
no,
why
it
she
was a
laughing.
bar. We was just chilling. We was drinking, really,
okay.
to
Yeah,
be
that's
honest.
why.
Let the
Yeah,
court
them
admit
cheap
this in the
drinks.
evidence.
That nigga rent
Them
Got your
drink.
little
rims,
house
granted. He
drinks.
can't
I'm
afford no
fucking dead.
damn. Come on now. Yeah.
Oh my god! So look, I booked. Like, okay, so yeah, we go do that. We was at my hotel. So he was coming to my hotel room back and forth, but I was just like, I wasn't feeling because I was sick, and I was like, I got to go to the hospital or something because I can't even fly out because that's how bad I was feeling. So he was like, just come to my house, I'll take care of you, whatever. So I go to his house. He taking care of me the
So
whole
that's why
time.
Scab wasn't
Shy
on
blowing
live like that.
Shy was blowing me up. Yeah, Shy blowing me up throughout the time. And he's like, why you keep talking to him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Scalp trying to get something get us going at this time. Like, leave him alone, leave it out alone. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, how's you trying to be friends with him and fuck with me? That sounds crazy. But at the same
Oh, and
time,
so Scab was basically sneaking with you behind Shad back and was
Yeah.
getting mad when Shad would be calling your phone and shit like that, but
Yeah.
online calling him brother.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm like, what the fuck?
What the
I end up,
fuck?
yeah. So I'm there for like maybe 3 or 4 days. Then I get my flight home.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like
I get my
Shad
flight
and
home.
Scap, hey, you saw my girl? Bitch, and Scap
Wait,
said,
so, hey,
hell
so, all right, so
nah,
look,
nigga.
all right, so
L
look,
ain't shit.
was Scout, hey, Jesus, was, I real talk. So was Scout doing one of those things where like, was Skip doing one of them things where like, Shadow be calling and Skip would be quiet in the background and shit?
Yep. He'd be like, "You hurry up and shut
That's
up."
so fucked up.
Even when I was live, even when I was live, he would shut up. Like,
This bitch
he'd be
went
like, "You on
live in
live?
Scap house.
You on live?" Like, yeah, I'd be, yeah, hell yeah, I was doing what I wanted to do. But
Oh my
so
God.
look, so then boom, I'm going home. Finally, I'm going home. On my way to the airport, my flight gets canceled. Shad was like, just I told you just come out here. He was like, because he been begging me at that point to
You
come out
supposed
to
to
his
be
house.
going out there shot.
And then I was like, I'm in the Uber, right? I'm in the Uber. So I'm like, I said, how the fuck am I gonna get there? He talk about something. I'm gonna pay for the Uber, just come out here. I'm like, okay. It's a 2 hour
Oh my
drive.
God.
A 2 hour drive. So I go out there. Of course he happy to see me, it's all good. Then he FaceTime
Oh
Skalp and
my
Cuddy. I
God.
said, no, I tell him, I said, I don't give a. Do not go live. Do not put me in your live. Do not say shit to me because I'm in my head. I'm like, this nigga Scalp
Oh.
see me. If Scalp
Hold
see
on a
me with
second,
this
y'all.
nigga,
Hold on a
he
second,
finna go
y'all.
Oh.
crazy.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Hold on. I know. No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I can't stand y'all.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So,
So
Beezus,
boom.
so you at Shad house and
Yep.
he on live, but you telling him don't show me on your live, don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm telling him, don't show me on your live. And then look, so check this out. But before all of that, when I get there, right, like after the first time, I was like, okay, I need some more evidence. If he try to play with me again, I'm gonna get this nigga.
Right.
And there was like this giant roach under his TV. I was like, oh, I need to get this. But his mom was sitting on the couch right there. I was like, damn, I want to take a picture so bad.
Right.
And then he came home from work and he was like, let's go get something to eat. So I go and jump in the car. We come back. He's like, wait, hold on. Let me check my house for some roaches before we get. I was like, nigga, I already did that. I seen big ones under the motherfucking TV. But then it was like, I can't get, I was like,
Yeah.
you still got some roaches, but you did clean up. You did clean up. I'm gonna give you that. You cleaned up. But yeah, so so yeah, so then the next day he couldn't wait to FaceTime Scalp and Cuddy. Like, look, I got my bitch back.
Oh
And Scalp all I
no.
said my face was down and he Scalp talking about who that? Who that? And he was like, I got my
Ooh.
I was like, oh shit. And then
After you
Scout
told him not to go in.
Scout told him you to go. I said, I need to go.
Oh, so Scalp did ride, but Scalp like, nigga,
Mhm.
I'm not ready. Yeah.
Soon as he hang up, this nigga text me like, wow, like you played me. Da, 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 da. He
All right,
played.
hold on.
I was like,
All right,
nah. I said, you knew what it was. Like, what I'm saying? It was like you know, you knew what it was.
Oh
But
my God. Not
me
Scalp
and him
thought
kept,
y'all was boyfriend, girlfriend.
yeah, it was
all right. So
Oh
look.
my
yeah,
God.
So, Beezus, let me
it
ask you
was
this. All right.
a
So, while you were
situation.
staying at, okay. So at first you were staying at Shad G house. All right. Now, how was the living conditions when you was at Shad G house?
Well, it was pretty terrible from what I remember. I know that his house is old as shit. You know what I'm saying? And he had remnants of roaches. They weren't like scattering around on the walls and shit, but they was dead on sides and shit. And you know what I'm saying? They just was everywhere. So he
So he
had
was at least
roaches.
trying to
And
spray
then
them.
yeah, he was spraying because they was already dead.
Okay.
Oh, Azaria, what?
Okay.
And
Oh,
so And
Shorty say, now
so
we talking about Shad G. Don't even get me started. Oh,
Oh yeah,
I'm
facts,
sure it's
Zari.
a million
Hey,
bitches with
Zari,
stories.
damn.
It's a million bitches with some stories, Ed. I'm trying to tell you.
I know.
But the only thing is, I'm the only one that got close
he a
enough to get
predator.
all this shit on him. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got the picture. That's how I got the picture of him laying in the bed with my toe in his booty. You know what I'm saying? Because he be
So
What?
Shad
talking.
so Shad G's okay. So allegedly, all right. So Shad G makes all this money, but he living with roaches. Is what you saying?
And his mama.
Yeah, yeah.
And he stayed with his mama.
And his mom,
Okay,
Why
now
they
let
yeah,
me
saying
ask
she
you
she's a
got
this:
two?
and
what
she's a
kind of
sweet
furniture was
woman.
there? Oh,
He
she a
has some
sweet
old
woman.
leather couches, like the Rent a Center, the special back in the day. He got those
Okay, we're
so
gonna
comfy.
let the court reflect. His mama was a very sweet woman. Okay, definitely.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
Mhm.
what else about the furniture inside the room? Like, you showed a picture, all right, and the picture you showed,
Mhm.
it was some crates. I mean, was it? It's like the see-through plastic plate crates.
Oh, the
Was
the
that
the
like his
roller,
dresser?
the roller drawers.
So that was his
He
dresser.
has a dresser. He has a dresser, but I guess he don't have enough room in that room. It's just so small.
Hot
This
stuff,
house
bitch.
is
I
so
say
fucking
whatever the fuck
small.
I want to say, ho.
This room is so fucking small, but it's not fit for a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
For a dirty old nigga, yeah, it's fine, but
okay. Now,
a woman it's not fit for.
Shad is about 6'7". Was he
Hmm.
sleeping in a king size bed, or what size bed did he have? Was
Yeah,
it
he
full
home.
size?
He has a king size bed.
Oh, you had a
He's
king. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. At
And
Mm.
least she
I think
honest though.
that
She
bed
honest
has
though. She
that. I
honest.
think that bed has fleas because one night I woke up itching, itching so bad, and it was so bad I had to go like get some, some Benadryl in the middle of the night because I'm like, whoa, yo, why am I itching like this? I'm
Wait,
like,
hold
either
on.
you
So,
got
Big
bed
Bitch,
bugs or you got.
was you homeless or something?
No, no, I was never homeless.
Bitch,
I had my
roaches
own
and
house.
bed bugs,
In my
bitch.
house, in my house, I have my own house, and my house looks nothing like his. I promise y'all. It never.
Okay.
I could never live in them conditions. I'm sorry, but he
Mm.
got more money than me. He rich. My bad. I'm just a humble woman with 4 kids that just pay niggas. I
Uh,
gotta pay him. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
and he owe you a
he
thousand
rich.
dollars. Not mistaken, right?
Right, right. Cause he's so rich. He's so rich. He needed
Right.
my money
Mm.
for some weed. But
Right.
you know, and yeah, he drives a Honda Sonata.
Brandy, you
That's
better not
big
give
boy
that
style.
bitch ass
Who
bitch.
drives
I
a
kick that
Hyundai
bitch up
Sonata?
out
I
this
know they wasn't talking
motherfucking
about
life.
my minivan.
No, that was Shad. He's too big for that car.
Hell wrong
That's
with
why.
you.
You know.
Okay.
But
So anyway.
anywho, so yeah, so
So
he do all of that. Then I go home like that following weekend. I was there for like 4 or 5 days too. I think I was out in Atlanta for a total of two
Okay.
weeks. I was ready to go home, but yeah, then I come home. We
Telling
get
you he
into it
loves you.
again.
Did
Was
you
Shad
bring
telling
any
you? Did
roaches
Shad tell
home
you he
with
love
you?
you and
Did you
stuff
check
like
your
that?
bag?
Yeah, I got a lot of messages of him
mm,
telling
mm.
me he loved
So
me.
wait, so after you left Shad House, did Scalp contact you anymore after that?
Yes, I got messages from Skalp yesterday, the day before yesterday, talking about we should just be together and I miss you.
What?
And then I said I'm
I
with
bet you
somebody.
on the
Scalp said
way.
what?
I said I'm with somebody. I said I'm with somebody, and so that's when he took it upon himself today to be in his feelings
Oh,
and get on my
so
panel,
that's
talk
why
all
this
that
came
shit.
out because you told him that you was with somebody.
Yes, and then so he come on my panel, him and Primo get into it. He's like, I fucked your bitch. I fucked your bitch. And he was like, I said, well, go tell Shad that shit too. Tell Shad the same thing you telling you telling
Oh.
Primo because Shad didn't know. I said, go tell Shad
Wait,
that
hold
same
on. What
shit.
you and Primo got? What the fuck? What is wrong with
Girl.
you? King Jesus.
What?
He give it up
Oh,
crazy.
go
He
to
don't
sleep.
care.
What's wrong with you?
Huh? What happened?
What
Shit.
the?
Them niggas be pass arounds, no shade. So she can do
Thank
what she
you.
look,
Oh
do what
my
she
Let me do
do.
what I
God.
want to do. Let me do my grown woman, okay?
At least she got him in their
Okay.
feelings.
Okay.
Look,
They
Yeah, she do.
heartbroken
She
too.
got niggas in they feelings. Damn, they
And they all
heartbroken,
wanted to
right?
wipe her up.
Like
All
they
of them
talking about
wanted to
she a
wipe her.
female Keith.
right.
I ain't gonna even lie. Keith
Because
was
they
be
know what it
doing
was. They knew what it was.
it. She said they
I
knew
don't do
what it
this shit.
was.
No, because I don't do this shit. And they don't, you know what I'm saying? And
And them
it's
be the
like
ones that's
he
always
let
talking about
me,
what they
they
don't
let
do
me.
and they be
No, I
doing it.
don't. But I tell niggas all the time. I said, you fuck me over and I'm hurt. I'm gonna fuck your daddy. I'm gonna fuck your cousins. I'm gonna fuck your brother. I'm gonna fuck anybody I can to get back at your ass. Especially if you're in love with me. That's crazy. I mean, if I don't give a
Oh
fuck
yeah,
about
you
you, then
sound
it's
like my
another
kind
thing.
of girl.
But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time,
Girl, you
they knew I was nothing
girl.
but good to them. So it was,
Girl, Steph know I drag the fuck out of her in that BBL, bitch. What the fuck you talking about? I don't bite my motherfucking tongue, bitch. Just like she don't bite hers. Fuck is you saying, bitch? Now, anywho,
but yeah, but
so
yeah.
what
So that's
happened?
how it all came out today. After they, Skalp came on the panel, was talking shit to Primo. Then, then now they was over there yapping it up together. Talking about, oh, she this, she that, she this. And I'm like, bitch, the only two that fuck with me was them two,
I,
and that was
I
on,
basis.
and this one was on some get back.
I hate to say it like I so busy. So like,
Uh huh.
look. So
Well. Uh-huh.
did any one of them eat you out?
Yeah,
Yes. Shad,
duh.
So
my
both of them
whole
pretty much.
asshole was
They
in
both
Shad's face. What do you mean?
So
right
Scalp
after
didn't
cutting
eat
it.
it.
I mean, right
Scalp
after
didn't eat
Yep,
it.
yeah,
Cap
right.
82.
So right after
And
okay.
Primo too.
No,
Whoa,
Primo
whoa,
didn't
whoa,
touch
whoa,
me
whoa,
yet.
No,
whoa.
Primo.
Calm
Oh,
Hadn't
down.
Primo
touched
didn't.
her.
He
Calm
Honey,
didn't.
down.
Primo
Calm
haven't did
down.
nothing.
Y'all getting ahead of the game.
Baby, I'm
Right.
like, wait, hold on. What's going on?
But
You
in
got three niggas in
actuality,
line,
y'all, it was
bitch.
only two of them in actuality. Like, it was just
Yeah, it's
Scap
only
and
two.
what you call it. So that's it.
Yeah.
It's only
And
two.
they
It just
not
sounds like a
friends.
lot
They're
because
not friends. They're
It's still
distinct.
a lot. To me, that's still a lot.
it sounds
Because
like
I
a
shouldn't have
lot,
touched
but
neither
it's
one of
not.
them motherfuckers. But at the end of the day, it happened.
Well, at least we know you got some good coochie and niggas fall in
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. Yeah, because I ain't
So
gonna
they
lie.
Yeah.
both.
Scap and his feelings, he done went live and done told it. Damn,
I was
Scap.
like, yo,
So they both
how
pretty much
you,
was.
yeah.
So it's
And then
so
it
busy.
was crazy because he was on my ass about people
It's safe to
knowing. He
say.
was so scared for
Hold on a
people.
second. Hold on a second. Hold on. We got to get to the juice. So it's safe to say, Beezus, um, they both was pretty much licking on you within days or within the day or within the hours after they departed from each other. All right,
That's
let's admit that into evidence. Let the court admit that into evidence,
She
y'all.
gotta say yes. You gotta say yes. That little laugh ain't shit. Talk kiki.
Oh
So
my
she
god,
fuck Shad homeboy or fake homeboy or that ain't even no
bro,
Oh,
homeboy.
you
Ain't
got
no
that's
man.
bro.
evidence,
You a
Zarya?
fucking
That's
Shad,
bro.
if you don't get on live and drag the fuck out of Scalp, you dumbass motherfucker, while he's still on live playing in your face and had your bitch in the in the fucking bed. What the fuck is wrong with
Oh,
you? You know
Thank
what? That was
you.
right.
Thank
Use a little
you.
yellow
no,
soft
Wait, hold
Eb,
motherfucker.
on. I gotta do my
You
conversion.
should
Hold
have
on.
seen. You should have seen when they was just trying to play it off like he knew already. They couldn't even keep their life
Yeah, girl,
straight.
he didn't
The
know
shit
already.
was
Girl, his little feelings was so hurt. Girl, he wanted to
his
cry
feeling was
so
so
fucking bad.
hurt.
Girl,
He
he
talking
did
about, oh,
not
you
know
missed
that
it.
you and Scalp was messing with each other. He finding out
Wait,
He
around the same
didn't.
time everybody
Zarya,
else found
He
out.
didn't.
Zarya.
Hmm.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. My bad. Hold on. Zarya, I got to take you down for 1 second because Azaria is a victim as well of Shad G bullshit, of his predatory ways. Azaria is a victim, and I'm from my understanding, they said there's more victims in the comments of Shad G and his predatory ways. This is an open panel, y'all. If y'all been a
Right.
victim of his predatory ways, please feel free to
Mm,
mimic.
mm,
I'm gonna
mm.
add you guys up.
I'm not a I'm not a I'm not a
Like,
victim
who do you
because
like better
I
out of
Okay,
feel
so
like I
Scalp
can
and
we
did
get
Shad?
to
it
the
as
real
much as
stuff?
I did. You know what I'm saying?
Who did you like best
Yes.
out of Scalp and Shad?
Now, huh?
Oh yeah,
Who
who
did
did
you
you?
like?
Oh, that's a good question, Steph. You fat bitch. That's a good question. Who did you like better? Oh, come on, King Beezus, come on. Let's
Primo.
hear it. No,
What up,
huh?
Raw?
You ain't slept with Primo yet. Thank you, Raw Talk. No,
So they
you
both
gotta
was
separate the
trash.
fuck out that because they gonna get on here and talk about you and show your fucking news and this, that, other, whatever the fuck.
But
Bitch, come
Right?
on.
you know, it's
Hey,
safe to
did I
say that
tell
by
y'all?
her not talking about it, it's probably
No,
Shad
she
trying to
probably
get
Brandon,
feel
me
like
to
shut
they
the
repost
both
hell
my
up,
porn.
Brandon. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
it's
Brandon.
safe to say by the fact that she didn't even want to talk about it. It's safe to say that they both weren't even worth mentioning. Cause them the motherfuckers that ran to the goddamn internet.
Yep.
Brandon,
Now who
let me
was
do
the
my
best? I'm
job.
fucking dead.
Can I do my
And
job?
they both was trash. That's
So
crazy.
then
Y'all
that
niggas
mean
out
they
here
both was
passing
I'm
trash
like,
trash.
dick
I'm
around.
like, okay,
Exactly. If she can't even say, that mean they both was fucking trash.
Over there
Who the
tickling
hell
her and
was there?
shit. Like, don't
Who
y'all hate
hell
being
was
tickled,
there?
ladies?
not tickle me, almost. Oh my lord.
A goddamn
Who
shame.
hell?
Skip and shutting on when y'all trying to put y'all thing in the women all the goddamn time. Every woman on this damn app, they need to learn about sex. These women tired of motherfucking your ass going to sleep, and they gotta play with their damn pussies because you ain't putting in work.
Hey.
That jackrabbit ass shit. Women don't like that little
Oh
jackrabbit
my
shit.
God, is that what happened? Wait, King Beast, that's what you had to do?
I plead
Oh,
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
you had to do that because they didn't do what they supposed to be doing.
That's crazy.
Um,
And they want to fuck the
I
most
plead.
bitches.
yeah. They didn't use a
Mm-mm.
finger or nothing. They just okay. So
So the
okay,
head
on to
wasn't
the
even
next.
good.
I guess
Like
Huh?
the
not.
head was trash.
Yeah,
Bad Jesus
it was.
got some
He
good
said,
head.
Shot
"Yeah."
shot
Good
shot
head.
shot head is trash for sure. Shot's head is trash.
Damn. So he
Um,
is light skin
Oh,
for no
Sean
reason.
head trash. Just light skin
he's
and
just
green eyes
trash.
for no reason, bitch. You can't even look at a nigga
Yeah.
eyes while his head down there. Cause it's trash, bitch, and he rubbing it like his tongue is dry and shit like that. You was looking in his eyes and you like,
Chad
get the
is
fuck up. Really. But in your mind you said get the fuck up. But his eyes is green. So you like, we just gonna let him stay down there a little longer so I can look at his eyes. You know what I'm saying? And then girl just feel dry down there, girl. Just dry. Like
Raw
corpse.
talk, they gonna be on your head. You was sitting on their panel the other day. They about to wash you. They about to drag you through the
And I
mud.
don't give a fuck
No,
what
they
they
not,
talking about. I
girl.
don't give a fuck what they talking about.
Oh my
This
That's all
real,
he
this
got is
raw
oh,
talk.
and
I ain't
then
worried about
King
nobody
Beach,
coming
how
for
the
me.
fuck did you see him naked and he built like a fucking penguin? This bitch is
Look,
built
let me
bad
tell.
as fuck. That's who need a
Look,
BBL.
he do. He do. Let
That
me tell
bitch
you something
need a
about me.
BB
I'm
triple.
very forgiving, and I like ugly dudes. So, you know,
That bitch is oh god.
Do they got BBLs for
It's
men?
okay. It's okay.
he
It's
got a BB
okay.
on the back of his neck.
It's okay.
Damn, he need a BBL on his
Get
neck.
oh my god, did
I said he
Shad
got
at
one
his
on the back of
mama
his neck.
house? Like King Beast, I'm gonna have to talk to you because this is just out of fucking control. Mm. King Beast, girl, you should have been getting all the little cash chefs you can get out of these motherfuckers
I
for real,
should have.
especially
But
the
what's
scalp trick
crazy is
I'm
ass.
so
Scout got a
nice. I
whole
don't be
baby
asking
on the
for
way, and he
nothing.
trying to
Cause
fall
I
in
know
love with
scalp,
you.
babe. I know scalp
Uh huh.
trick ass bitch. I know he'll
Mm-hmm.
give it up.
He
I
got a
heard. I
whole
heard.
fucking
Scalp,
baby on
Scalp
the
Sc-
be
way.
making his rounds.
Scalp ain't got shit.
Yeah,
Scalp
scalp will
spent all
give
his
it
damn
up,
PPP
bitch.
loan money. Scalp spent up
Scout
all his
got a
PPP
baby on the
loan money.
way.
Scalp got a baby on the
I
way
wouldn't
by
doubt it.
who? Oh, we need
You
to
know,
find his baby mama and bring her on here.
Shad G broke ass. He be sitting on the panel begging women. This hold on a second.
I'm gonna find
This,
her.
look, this is
Oh
Shad
yeah,
G.
he.
Shad G ass. He be sitting on the panel. Ladies, y'all better beware. Shad G sit his broke ass on the panel, say some shit like, "Yeah, I just gave somebody a dragon, blah blah blah." And he'll see a girl in the comment, "Man, send me a cash app. Can I get a cash app? Man, I'm gonna give somebody a dragon." You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. He just be over there lying his motherfucking ass off. Nobody fuck with you. He's a weirdo, begging for gifts and shit. Don't nobody fuck with you.
Let me tell you what
He
he
always
really
begging
do.
too.
Let me tell you what
Put up
he
that
really
illusion
do.
like he
He'll
casting
be
out
like,
chicks.
oh, throw this person next. I'll pay it back to you. And don't you'll never see that nigga again. Don't do that.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Well,
He
I don't
always
know,
say,
girl. Scalp
something wrong
used to
with my
be,
car.
I mean, not Scalp, shit. Shad used to be gifting me. So I don't know, girl.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
Gifting
because
and
he owed
you
flirting.
me.
know,
But I
probably
never took the
payday.
bait. Ugh.
Payday.
Mm.
Scout baby due October 15th.
Ooh, wee. Got a new baby on the
And
way.
then this what I don't understand. This what I don't understand. Because I know for a fact you have had a pep talk, King Beezus. I know for a fact, right?
Yeah, I
And
did
you
have a
just
pep talk.
go against the grain and you just do what the fuck you want to do. And all this stuff comes true.
Yeah, yeah,
All of this
it
stuff
have been.
comes true. So it lets you
I
know when
told.
nobody's lying to you.
Yep, yep. I learned the hard
See?
way, y'all.
That's
Learn it. Don't be
crazy.
me.
Don't
Then you
Don't
down.
do
be
the
me.
opposite. You do the opposite of what a motherfucker tell you not to
I
do.
I do got a problem with authority. I do. I ain't gonna lie.
That ain't no
It's
damn authority. They was trying to
I'm
be
just
your
saying, but
friend.
I know I get that. No, and I did I listened to Brandon. I did listen to Brandon.
Hold on,
When it came
hold
to
on, bro.
P, I listened to Brandon. But I didn't know Shad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was somebody,
Man.
like kind of
Hey,
somebody on this
King
app.
Bees, I was in there double B going, but I want to know. It's just this question. I want to know.
Yeah.
Who was better? We still want to get